So, ladies and gentlemen, dear Minister Klimczak, dear Commissioner, dear Apostolos, dear Andreas, thank you for having me at SESAR's annual conference. I'm really happy to be here again and to see so many familiar faces. I think that it's a good start in this new mandate. And you all know that on European level, we had elections in June, but honestly, we are really starting now. We took the time to put a new commissioner in place and a new commission in place. They worked on the work program. Parliament did its setup, and now we're up to work. But now it will be very quick. And there are big challenges that are lying ahead of us. I hope that we can manage them together. I think SESAR joint undertaking did its homework. We have not only 130 solutions that you have developed and demonstrators going around, but you have developed an ATM master plan. And I really think that this ATM master plan, it lays the ground for the future in air traffic management. We have already heard there are a lot of challenges ahead of us. In the last mandate, we talked a lot about climate issues and about the potential of air traffic management in reducing climate impact. Some of you might know that together with Marian Marinescu, we tried to push forward a single European sky, and we finally managed as well to have an agreement with the Council on this, but now it's up to implementation of this. But you all might say now, yeah, you managed to have an agreement. It's a small step for some, but you cannot imagine how difficult it was to achieve those small steps in single European sky. But maybe a piece of paper, so a legislation, is not the key in reducing CO2 impact of air traffic management. So I think that this ATM master plan that you have developed is for this the base, and that is now up to deployment of those solutions that really bring forward the CO2 emission savings that we are all hoping for. But it's not only about climate, it's about capacity as well. You know, I'm German. I sat next to the chairman of DFS, and especially in Germany with such a congested airspace, it's important not only to manage what's going up, but as well in order to manage what might go down, go up and down. So I really think that the solutions that are developed in SESAR are good solutions in order to address this capacity issue as well. We try to discuss this topic with member states as well during our negotiations on single European sky. But you can imagine that in these times of war, it becomes more and more important for member states to safeguard their national decision-making process, especially on military airspace. I think that there are good solutions on civil-military cooperation that are developed by SESAR as well, that can be implemented throughout Europe, but we have to face that there are different cultures, let's put it like this, in the member states in the question of civil-military cooperation. But I really think that technology in this case can help in order to bring those two worlds together. Some of you might know that I'm a big fan and supporter of the development of a drone ecosystem in Europe. We worked a lot on this issue, and I'm really happy that you showed us earlier today some of the applications that you have developed in SESAR. But let's face it, we are ahead of the development in the drone sector in Europe, but others are going faster in the deployment. This is yours, Commissioner. At least I cannot read Greek. Others are quicker than us in implementing use-based solutions, in putting in place services in this area. And I really think that this is one of the biggest topics that we have to address in Europe. We are very good in developing solutions. We are very good in innovation. But we are not so good in putting them into service, in putting them into action, in putting them to the service of the people. So I really think that the way that you show with the ETA Master Plan, that you say, okay, let's not only look into the development of those solutions, let's talk about deployment. That's really a game changer in this case. But we need the member states and the navigation service providers and the national level on board for this endeavor. We are willing to support in the European Parliament this future development. For us, innovation is one of the key pillars where Europe should invest more money. And you already mentioned, Andreas, that we are working on the future MFF. To be sincere, it's not up to the European Parliament to decide the final amount of money that is available. It's very much the member states that will tell, okay, how big is the piece of cake that is available for sharing. But we will talk about the sharing of the piece of cake. And the impetus of the European Parliament will always be on supporting innovation and supporting the joint undertakings that have so well shown that a cooperation between industry on the one side and research on the other side can bring tangible solutions. So I think that there's not only in my political group but in the whole European Parliament a broad consensus that supporting innovation in the future MFF is one of the key pillars we would like to see. And there it's this question of digitization. I think that there's a really a big, a big possibility of improvement in air traffic management. When I look at the solutions that you have shown us that you are developing, and happy to see both Indra and Thales and your impetus on interoperability in this aspect. It really shows that those solutions can help a lot in achieving the goals that we have, that I mentioned before, on the climate topic, on the capacity topic, and finally on resilience and cybersecurity as well, which goes hand in hand. We talk about money. And money means, for me, mentioning as well that, yes, it's important to have sufficient and good funding for the joint undertakings, but we are in times where the funding of EASA is one of the key aspects I want to mention as well. Aviation cannot function without safety. And in the times we are living in, and it's not necessary to look on the other side of the Atlantic, it's just look at our continent in those times. The financing of the safety aspects in aviation is crucial and key. And I know that in this room everybody agrees that safety is the key pillar of aviation. That's why, by the way, people are willing to sit in a box and go up to into the air because they know that it's safe. But we have to make sure that this will be the case in the future as well. Aviation is key. It's not only a European success story, it's a pillar of strategic autonomy for us. It's a pillar which is important for the future, not only for quality jobs, for innovation and good products made in Europe, but as well in those times where the tensions with traditional allies are becoming more important. It's important to my mind that we have a strong European aviation environment, an industry that is thriving and competitive on the world stage. So you have my support, as in the past, and the support of the European Parliament in the endeavors that you are up to. I wish you best of luck. Good discussion today, and I'm happy to see more of the SESAR solutions put in place in practice. Thank you.